Hey, before we get into the video, we've got another double feature for you. That's 2 battles, yes sir. And I want to know, do you guys enjoy the 2 battles of video, or do you want me to go back to 1 battle of video? Either way, I'm fine with it. Just let me know. And while you're down there, go ahead and click the subscribe button. We're on our way to 1 million. Alright, let's get into it. Yo, it's Crogol. Welcome back to another Pokemon Scarlet Violet Wi-Fi battle. Today, we've got a pretty cool rain team coming at you. And I'm very excited for this. I have not used Archelodon yet. And we've got the new Iron Boulder as well. Can't wait to use that. And of course, gotta give it up for Ogerpon too, right? Anyway, our opponent has some pretty cool Pokemon as well. So let's go ahead and get into this battle. I am super excited. I cannot wait to use all these Pokemon. It's gonna be awesome. Alright, so they lead off with Ribombee, of course. Get up that sticky web. If you watched the last video, we did the same thing. Either way, we're gonna get Pelipper out here. Bell Pepper, our Pelipper. To set up our rain, we're gonna go for Hurricane turn 1. And, you know, this thing is going to get blown back. Of course, it is super effective. It will not miss in the rain, if you did not know that. They do get their sticky web up. And, of course, Ribombee is just going to live with a Focus Sash. That is completely fine. Of course, the sticky web's not so much. I don't want to be slowed down, but that's okay. We have removal for that. But here, I'm looking at their team. Do they want to stay in, sack this thing, or do they want to preserve it? So I'm thinking, do I want to go Surf? Do I just want to U-turn out? I'm not sure. But we opt to go for the U-turn, as they do switch out. They're going to save this Ribombee as they go into their Archelodon. And it's a nice shiny as well. The Ribombee was shiny as well. But we U-turn, it doesn't do much. He gets his stamina boost. Very good play on our opponent's part here. And at this point, I am just going to go straight into Juvia, the Kingdra. We are choice specs in the rain. We've got our Swift Swim, so we're definitely faster than this thing for sure. And I know, looking at his team, he might want to switch, but I am just going to go for Draco, because I know Draco's going to blow this thing back. I'm debating, do I want to go for Terra here on the Dragon? I'm going to go for Terra 100%, just so they don't go for their own Draco Meteor or Dragon Pulse. So, of course, we're going to get that nice Terra Fairy off here, nice defensive Terra. But as you're going to see here in just a second, it's not going to really matter. So we go for Draco, and of course, we miss, right? Why would we hit the first time, right? That allows them to go for Electroshock. I'm guessing this thing has Power Herb, because they don't have any way to set up rain. And they get their Electroshock off. And we're not looking so good on Juvia, but we do manage to land this Draco Meteor. If we land the first one, Juvia wouldn't be in this horrible position. But that's okay. Juvia claims one. You guys gotta leave a like for that, 100%, dude. Rain is king. So, they are going into their Superior here. I'm thinking, do I just want to go to my own Archelodon? It has Assault Vest, so we can tank any hit this thing wants to go for. And we're in the rain too, so if it has like Terra Fire, I know some of them run Terra Fire, but this thing's most likely Stellar. We'll be fine. Either way, we switch in, they go for Leaf Storm, does absolutely nothing to us. They do get their special attack boost, because of course they do, right? Because of course they're Contrary. Why would you run this thing without Contrary? Either way, I'm going to go for Dragon Pulse here, as they go ahead, stay in. That is doing some decent damage. We're going to go Retaliate with our Dragon Pulse. It also does some decent damage. And at this point, I'm looking, what hits for more here? We're just going to keep Dragon Pulsing as they go for yet another Leaf Storm. And they are +4 on the Superior now. And of course, our stamina boosts do not matter on this thing. And this thing, this turn, it can pretty much KO us. It is +4, of course not with Leaf Storm, but with any other move it has. So I'm thinking, do I want to stay in? Do I want to sack or Steel Horse here? Or do I want to switch into something else? Looking at his team, Steel Horse isn't really good for anything else besides the Rabombi, but the Rabombi is 1 HP regardless, and maybe the Blastoise. But I think the play here is to go and sack our Steel Horse. He did pretty well for his first battle. Of course, he is going to Stellar Terra this turn. Stellar Terra is fantastic on contrary Pokemon because it boosts both their attack and special attack. So this thing is 100% going to take out Steel Horse here. But now they've wasted their Terra. We are actually in a very, very good position. And let me tell you why. We are in a good position because, well, the rain stops, that's alright. Because we've got Toph, the Iron Boulder here, with an air balloon. So that means no sticky web for Toph. No. And Toph has base 124 speed, so Toph is going to easily outspeed this thing. I'm going to go for Mighty Cleave, in case they want to go for, like, Protect or something here. Just want to make sure this snake is gonzo. So, Mighty Cleave goes off, and down goes that nasty, nasty snake. Bye-bye, Superior. You claimed one, that is fine. And, again, we are in a fantastic position, right? We are faster than basically anything on their team. And, they go into Great Tusk, and another shiny Pokemon. So, sure, I could, like, go for something on Toph, but I don't want to do that, right? I'm going to go into something more defensive, like Crazy Dave here, because we do have the Intimidate. Crazy Dave is here for things like this Great Tusk, or even Kingambit. But luckily they don't have that. They go for Rapid Spin. They're just going to raise their speed here. They have no hazards on their side. And this turn, I know for a fact they're going to switch into their Cerule Edge, but on the off chance they don't, I'm going for Rapid Spin. I was contemplating going into Bell Pepper yet again, but that's alright. Like I said earlier, we are in a good position. Of course, they go out into their Cerule Edge, and this turn for sure I'm going out into Bell Pepper. And this thing is not much of a threat to us. It might be like the weakness policy thing. I doubt it. I don't know. But they do go for a nice Sword Stance. They are +2 physical attack. And Bell Pepper is fully defensive, so I know we can take anything that this thing wants to go for. So, this turn, I'm thinking, do I just want to go for Surf and pray that it's not Focus, or do I want to go for Hurricane? And we do go for Hurricane. They go into a Shadow Sneak for whatever reason. This thing is faster than us. I guess that's the early move that they can hit Bell Pepper with. Either way, we get a nice Confusion on our Hurricane, and we are in a fantastic spot. We're going to go for Surf as they get confused this turn. They're going to hit themselves with a +2 attack stat. And that is going to secure this KO with Surf. Bye-bye, Cerule Edge. I don't know about you guys, but I don't know why, I don't like Cerule Edge or Armarouge at all. I just don't like them. But they're going to go into their nice shiny Blast. I love what they did with Venusaur and Blastoise with the new like textures and everything in this game. They look amazing. So their Blastoise is going to go for a Shell Smash, and I'm just going to go for U-turn, right? I knew this thing was going to Shell Smash. I can't really hit this thing except for with Hurricane. But they get their Shell Smash off. They have their Power Herb. Sorry, their White Herb. My bad. To get their stats back to normal. U-turn does absolutely nothing. That is completely fine. It's just a pivot, right? So, we've got one thing that can take one hit from this Pokemon and retaliate, and that is Ogre Drive, our Ogre Pawn. So, we are going to go out into Ogre Drive here, and me knowing that he knows that me can survive at least one hit. Of course, the speed lower, that's completely fine. He is going to switch out as we go for this nice Power Whip this turn. So, let's see what he wants to switch out into. As he goes into the Great Tusk. If we would have went for Ivy Cudgel, this thing would have been blown back in the rain. Doesn't matter though, because Power Whip does the same exact thing. Ogre Pawn is phenomenal. It is an amazing Pokemon. So, they're going to go into Ramami yet again. And, like I said earlier, Ogre Drive takes anything from Blastoise with ease. So, I need this thing alive, right? So, we're going to go back out into Bell Pepper as sort of a sack here. As they go for Bug Buzz, thinking that we might stay in. But no, we switch, of course. Ogre Drive needs to stay healthy. And I'm just going to go for U-turn again. They have Moonblast. That crits. Sadly, Bell Pepper, I'm sorry, champ, but you go down to a crit. Either way, we're going into Crazy Dave, right? We've got the Sucker Punch on Crazy Dave, and we also revealed Rapid Spin earlier, so they might think we'll go for Rapid Spin. No. This thing is not going to another free KO on us. We're just going to go into Sucker Punch. Down goes the Bee. Rabombi. Goodbye. Our rain is gone as well, which actually benefits us here. That means the Blastoise cannot go for a water move with that boost. So I'm going to go for the Rapid Spin this turn as he goes for the Shell Smash. Now, his White Herb is spent, so his defenses are going to stay lowered, which is fantastic for us. They boost up here. We're going to go for Rapid Spin, get our nice little speed boost off. More importantly, we get the Sticky Webs gone as well. But as you're about to see, that does not matter. This battle is over this turn. Crazy Dave, with his nice dancing tactics, tanks a +2 Ice Beam, retaliates with close combat, and down goes the turtle. So, that's going to be game one. And let's get into the next one. Alright, so getting into the next battle. We're leading off with Bell Pepper yet again, because of course we want that rain. Our opponent has I guess a non-DLC team. I don't know what they're rocking with, but maybe they got some cool tech in here. I don't know. Anyway, let's get into this battle here against Gia. So, they are going to lead their nice, shiny Meowscarada, of course, with Bell Pepper up front. So, we've got our rain up. I know we'll live at least one hit from this thing, even if it is the flower trick with the critical hit, right? So, I am just going to go for the U-turn, thinking that they might want to switch out, but no, they choose to stay in. They get their protein grass type off, doesn't really matter. We're a little bit over half HP, so we know we can take one more. We get our U-turn off. That has some nice chip there. And Bell Pepper comes back. Swapping into what, though, you might ask? Well, of course, Steel Horse. This Meowscarada is completely physical. Of course, Flower Trick doesn't really care about our stamina boosts, but it is quad resisted. Looking at their team, they've only got one ground type, which is the past paradox of Magneton. Sandy Shocks. We are going to go for a nice Flash Cannon here. As our opponents, they're thinking about their move, right? But in the end, they're going to switch. They don't want to give us any stamina boosts. That is very smart on their part. As they do go into Sandy Shocks, they're like, yeah, I don't want you getting your electro shot off. No. But we're going to go, and Flash Cannon does not do too much of this thing, but they only swap this thing in to go for a ground zone move, right? Like 100%. So we're going to go into Toph, our nice floating iron bundle here. And we'll see if they predict that, right? Because it's very obvious that they might want to go for like an Earth Power, right? So Toph comes out here with our air balloon, and they do reveal the Earth Power. So that was a good prediction on my end. And now I'm looking at their team, I'm like, I know I can take at least one hit from this thing, so I'm just going to get a free Swords Dance off, right? If they want to switch, that is fantastic. For us, that'll be even freer, but they do choose to stay in. So whatever move they go for, they're definitely going to pop our air balloon, but they go for gravity, so they don't even attack us, right? So we've got basically another free turn. Of course, I'm just going to go for Earthquake this time around and knock out the Sandy Shocks. Their only ground type is gone, so Steel Horse might be able to come back in and Electro Shot the rest of their team. We'll see. Either way, Toph claims 1. What will they send out next? Let's see. As they go back out into their Meowscarada, Toph is faster than this thing, so we are just going to go for Sacred Sword. If they have, like, Sucker Punch or something, you know, of course they can hit that. But Sacred Sword is pretty free on our end, and they don't, so Sacred Sword goes off, down goes the Meowscarada. That's a little two-piece. Nice little two-piece for Toph here, putting in some work this battle. So, what will they go into next? Can we get a 3-piece? Maybe even a 4-piece? Maybe even the whole ace, right? Whole shebang, all 6. I don't know. We'll find out here pretty soon. But they go into their Cyril Edge. Another Cyril Edge, man. Oh, man. Okay. So, of course, we can go for Earthquake or Mighty Cleave. I'm guessing this thing just wants to go for, like, a Shadow Sneak or something. So, I'm contemplating, Terra Dark here. So, that is exactly what we're going to do. We're going to go and Terra Dark Mighty Cleave in case they want to, like, protect or something as well. So, the Terra goes off. And boom. We have a defensive Terra. So, they do reveal the Shadow Sneak. That is going to do absolutely nothing to us. Our air balloon is popped now, which is completely fine, as we go for Mighty Cleave and blow back the Cyril Edge. The crit definitely did not matter. We were +2. It's super effective, right? So, that is a nice 3-piece for Toph here, as they go into their nice little Cinnabon, right? Of course, this thing is super physically bulky, and at this point, you know, I don't want to switch. Toph has done her job. That is almost a 2-hit KO. They go for Body Press here, nearly takes out Toph. The rain stops, and we are free to go for one more Earthquake. Let's see what we can do with Toph here. We go for Earthquake. It does a massive amount of damage. They retaliate with Play Rough. They are on 1 HP. If Toph just did a little bit more, we could have kept the sweep going. But that's okay. She did great. She did fantastically. Either way, our rain is gone. I want it back up. We're going back out into Bell Pepper the Pelipper. Get our nice drizzle off here. And I'm thinking, do I just want to go, and kill this thing, or do I want momentum? And I'm going to opt for the momentum route. As we go for U-turn, they go for Play Rough, does absolutely nothing. They get a crit, too, but they lower our physical attack. Which means U-turn does not KO this thing. And they have Rocky Helmet on top of that, too. That is crazy. But It's fine. Bell Pepper can come back in later on. We can roost. We can get our drizzle up. That is fantastic. But now, we're just going to go right back into Steel Horse here. Boom. Out he comes. And I'm just going to Electro Shot this time, right? Might as well. They go for Body Press. They outspeed us. That does next to nothing. We get our Stamina boost. And then we're going to get our Electro Shot boost. I love how this thing charges up. This thing is such a cool Pokemon. I definitely want to use, like, Eviolite Duraludon as well. I don't know how viable it is, but I definitely want to try it out later on. But we get our one-turn Electro Shot. Of course, this is going to KO the Dodog. And we are in a fantastic position, right? We've got the rain up. We've got the numbers advantage. They go into Palmot here. I'm not scared. I am not scared in the least. We've got a stamina boost. We are pretty physically bulky here. I'm just going to go for the Dragon Pulse. They go for close combat. Doesn't take us out because of the stamina boost. Their defenses are lowered. We are +1 special attack. This thing is going to get completely blown back here with a Dragon Pulse. Of course, though, they do have the Focus Sash. So they're going to be able to live another hit here. And, of course, Steel Horse has no priority, so Steel Horse is going to go down to the Palmot this turn. It's sad, but it's fine. Unless they want to go for Revival Blessing. They do not. They choose to go for close combat. Down goes the Steel Horse. And they're lowering their defenses even more. Doesn't matter when they're on 1 HP, but still something to note, right? And at this point, we can just clean up with Juvia. He's got Palmot and then the Olive Tree left. So, I'm just going to lock into Hurricane here. Of course, it's 100% in the rain. Does not miss. Palmot is down for the count. They definitely should have Revival Blessing if they had it. But that's completely fine on our part. So, the tree comes out. And, of course, we are locked into Hurricane here. So we're just going to continue to go for that. Let's see how much damage we can do to this tree. Hurricane comes out. It does over half, so another Hurricane will take it out. They have the Seed Sower, so they're going to get a little bit of HP back. As they go for the Dazzling Gleam, does not take out Juvia here. That is fantastic. We're both going to get some recovery as well as they have leftovers. So they're going to get even more recovery. Does not matter though. Another Hurricane is going to take out the tree. And that is going to be the game. I hope you guys enjoyed these battles. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.